You stifled a lot of the work they wanted to do as a government.
And you see, as I said, I am just calm, because a lot of things are going through my mind. Let's even imagine if President Akufo-Addo has done massive projects in the Ashanti region. Then you go into a radio station and a message comes that if you don't fix our roads, we won't vote for you. Do you remember the response he gave them? When President Nana Addo went to Ashanti region, there was a radio interview.
Yeah.
Then there was a message that I think a certain, maybe a constituency were demanding that their roads will be fixed. He told them he hasn't forced anyone to vote for them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
if you want to vote for the NPP, NDC, you can vote. Okay.
And they have done it.
So you are identifying the fact.
Exactly. If you build heaven for me and you disrespect me, what do you make of me? The disrespect. That is why I said we politicians must not take Ghanaians for granted, because their anger builds over time. Imagine, Annie, bring your imagination alive. Imagine Dr. Bawumia in 2014, 2015, 2016, his distinguished lecture series. Imagine all the things he said. Then you come to office and the dollar is 16 cedis, and you tell us the fundamentals, what you said, when the fundamentals are weak, the dollar exchange rate will expose you. It is still the same. It is still the same then and now, but I disagree.
That if the exchange rate shifts,
so it
does not necessarily mean
the
fundamentals
Annie,
are weak. But that's
honesty.
True. Is it dishonest?
Yes.
It's true.
Annie,
if the fundamentals, hold on, let's do a little logic here. If the fundamentals are weak, right, the exchange rate will expose you. If the fundamentals are weak. But if the exchange rate shifts, it does not necessarily mean the fundamentals are weak. Which means that there could be other factors which he did not refer to when he first made the statement that if the fundamentals are weak, it means the exchange rate will expose you. He should have added the other factors.
So Ghanaians have added the other factors on Saturday. They've added it. You see, so Annie, the disrespect. There are big people that fell on Saturday. Annie, put all of them together. Check the character. There's one thing that runs through them. This morning, I don't even want to go so much into NPP and Dr. Bawumia. I am just beginning to think about the responsibility Ghanaians have given us. But we need to respect the people that gives us the power. And we should not take them for granted. If you go to your region, the region that made you a president, then you tell them nobody forces you to vote for NPP. They won't vote. You understand?
Yeah.
They will not vote. So you see, when they were governing, we were helping them. I have sat back and thought about the things we used to sit on TV and discuss. And you could see how Akosia could tell us that Ghanaians have rejected you, 1 million votes. We were helping them. And Lara too will be going on and on. They didn't know we were helping them.
How are you helping them?
Annie, for telling you your flaws.
Oh.
We told you, Dr. Bawumia, you said lots of things. Now touch on the economy. He left the economy and went to digitalization. But Ghanaians voted for you based on the economy. And President Nana Addo said you were complimenting him because you were the best economist among all Ghanaians. That is why he chose you even outside the box, because you were not in the box. So when Ghanaians are saying, yesterday I saw a friend sent me a video. TikTok, the woman was crying. I was listening. Apparently, the woman is a businesswoman.
Who's
That is what she. Should I share the video with you?
Yes.
On Instagram. Juma. Now he was talking to a friend on phone. Now usika, sika. Now usika sa wunti me. Usika bema buying. The woman was crying and was happy. the person is a business person, and she's seen the rate of the dollar from 2016 to 2024. Yet, Dr. Bawumia didn't have the decency to apologize to Ghanaians, not even for once. At least we saw President Kufuor.
There was an explanation.
Explanation.
Yes.
The actual explanation was given to them on Saturday. And that is what we must learn from.
No. Was the exogenous factors.
They
explained.
You see, when Dr. Bawumia was asking how was it Ebola? There was something that a bypass Cote d'Ivoire.
How economic fund? Global economic hardship.
Bypass Cote d'Ivoire and stuff. And we had an NPP communicator on this your very platform telling us that you cannot compare Francophone countries with Anglophone countries.
Yes.
Ghanaians were listening. You see, you were trying to insult them. Annie, just imagine. So Randy asked the gentleman, since when did this analogy start? So since inception, whatever.
Yeah, I remember that
debate. At that moment, as an intellectual and a lecturer, I saw dishonesty. Come to most of our student platform. The kind of things that when Nanadu go to give address, students can barely write that the man is lying on their platforms. So I am not surprised at the results, but I'm overwhelmed because I didn't know. President Mahama, when he was asked on Saturday, he said, he was expecting about 150 members of parliament. Mm-hmm. But look at where we are going now. Annie, don't disrespect the Ghanaian. Don't lie to the Ghanaian. And you see, don't belittle their. We say credit them with some intelligence, and that was what we were telling them. Mm-hmm. Annie, remember, we told them that don't think the Ghanaian doesn't know what is happening because they are the real business people. The economy is with them. When Dr. Bawumia told us the economy is in your pocket, it is the same country we are talking about. Annie, look at how expensive food is. Now, when your children are cooking, you are tempted to supervise the level of oil they use. Rice, you are measuring it. Now you cook and you name them. You bag them, this is for you. This is because you are scared of waste.
But it's something you used to do. It's not something, Magoo, as you sit here, it's not something that you started yesterday.
Annie, in 2016. In 2016.
Yes.
Frito, the 5 kilos. It was less than 40 Ghana cedi. How much are you buying it now?
No, I appreciate the rise in
cost
of
you see, so when the Ghanaian is saying, honey, you take your salary and you can't do anything with your salary. Honey, when the aged of our country went to pickets, when people went on demonstration and they were arrested, honey, 2 days to election, fuel prices were increased. Ebe. So what were they expecting? And, I believe so much that they banked their hopes on other things. Because when Brian Champo and Co were saying, hand over power, he knew that conventionally, if Ghanaians vote, they will lose. But they had other source of confidence. And it failed them. ICT, military, EC, they all failed. Because we won't sit down and watch you cheat Ghanaians again.
Explain what you just said. ICT, military, EC. What does that mean?
Were they not the things they were telling us?
That
NDC, you cannot collate your results. They were behaving as if NDC was formed yesterday.
But you couldn't collate your results.
And that we've never gone for an election before.
But you couldn't collate.
And do you know the psychology of the Ghanaian voter?
What's the psychology? 2020.
Look at the votes President Mahama got. And the reason why we went to court, but not on the street. We didn't settle the issue on the street. We felt like the Ghanaian believed that at least give the person the 2-term opportunity. So even we have seen, even though we saw a lot of malpractices and a lot of things, we agree that because the Ghanaian believe we gave this one 8 years, we gave this one 8 years. So let's just let it go. But we registered our protest through the courts. What happened to the courts? They did not allow the referee to be in the box. And people were watching. Ghanaians were quiet. So how they could register their protest is that, okay, you have 8 years. It's time for you to go. So when they were standing on platform and telling us that they won't hand over power, can you imagine the anger in the ordinary Ghanaian? When I choose a leader, you are telling me you will not allow me have my leader. Do you imagine? They are trying to reduce the Ghanaians to a kindergarten student who doesn't know what is good for him or her. Really? They were watching us. They were watching us. When President Mahama and Nodna, who is trying to speak Chi, said, "Yabema monkuko nkete poetry, yadinkuko about na poetry." Then you put this, you made fun of it when the people involved knew what the man was saying.
No, when it was even captured in another way in your own manifesto.
Exactly.
Yeah. It was the same thing in their manifesto.
That is why I said we were helping them. Because all the things that we kept telling them, it is now that I've come to realize that we were rather doing them a lot of good. But we were doing it for the sake of the Ghanaian. For the sake of this country. Because if Ghana is good, and we all enter the same markets, we all buy the same fuel. I don't think we have NDC filling station and NDC market. It's still the same. We pay school fees out, So we were helping, we were a very responsible opposition. And we did it so well. It's unfortunate they didn't take it well. But today, I believe when they go in to do introspection and all that, they will know that the noise that we were making, they will tell us, oh, you are shouting. They will know that they were useful. They were useful. How can you look at us? We voted for you. Then you told us, Lord Comey, we won't give you power. Brian Champon, how? Do you have the power? Now where are they? Where is the power? Have they seen where the power lies? It lies with the ordinary Ghanaian. No man has that authority over these people. It is them, from their benevolence. They would decide that we want to choose you to lead us. So respect us. A Ghanaian has decided that I'm going to change. Then you tell the Ghanaian that no matter what you do, we won't give them the power. And they have shown them the power. You go to sit in Ashanti Region and someone is telling you about fixing their roads. You tell them, say, Opa to Abama in DC. And Oma to Abanuso. You see how they voted for us? You see how? So let's be humble. I mean, that is the point that I want politicians. I am not talking to NPP alone. Because I am scared.
Yeah, you have to be.
Yes.
You have to be.
I am really scared.
It speaks volumes.
Yes.
And points to the fact that the Ghanaian voter has become pretty critical.
Yes.
Very analytical.
Yes.
And very discerning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you cannot take them for granted. Yeah.